Do you think this shirt makes me look fat? I think it looks to look fat. Oh, you know what? It's gonna look fat is the fact that I haven't that I shaved my lack of facial hair. Oh, mama! Oh, he twerks a little bit. My cat's over there getting sick. Oh, come on, fella. Let her go. Oh, well, what do you think? Nobody's here, so I'm just gonna go out with my little trailer that I wanted to show you, and I'll talk to you about. I'll talk about my trailer. Let me see how this. Let's see if I get this to work. Okay. You see me on there? You see? So I got my little trailer going, and hopefully I get. We're gonna talk. Well, not my trailer, but it's my little thing that I'm gonna talk about. Leave the cat alone. He's getting sick. So since nobody's here, I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly and enjoy my time off, I guess. Let me see. So let's do that. Let's see. We're gonna press play on the. No EBT, no debit card payments, cash only, card system down. Yep. Oh, let me go back because I went too far. So if you remember, on that day, their credit card system was down at Dollar General. I talked to the guy. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, the credit cards don't work. Also, our phones don't work." So I called support, and I had them try to cancel that order for me. And instead of canceling the order for me, they well, they did cancel their order, but they hit my completion rate. They took 2 completion rate points off, and I didn't know they were going to do that. And they said, "I think did we talk about this already about the whole Dollar General thing?" I'm pretty sure we did. I know they took my completion points. I'm back up now. Let's move on to the next one. Let me see. Let's share the screen. And this one said this one was the lady who she had that allergic reaction. So she was like, so don't mind my eyes when you see them. I'm like, okay. In the video, I remember saying that I didn't want to see them, but really I did want to see them. I got her Benadryl and some eye drops, and then when I get there, she's wearing her sunglasses. I'm like, lady, well, how you gonna tell me don't mind your eyes and then not show me your eyes? You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point. But I also didn't want to see them. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid it's gonna be some kind of nonsense, some kind of some itchy eyeballs. Oh, my cat's over there getting stuck in the hallway now. Maybe you can hear him. Here's Poe. If you can see, this is Tail here. Poe, he's next to me. So, what you didn't see in the video was that I only touched her ID with one hand. Hold on, let me wait for my cat to finish. Are you done? Okay, I think he's done now. So I only touched her ID with one hand, and then handed her stuff with their other hand so that I wouldn't touch both my hands. I also left my car door open so that when I got back in the car, I have my hand sanitizer in my car door, the little hole there. So I sanitized my hands because I am trying to get what she got. And she didn't say whether it was an allergy. She didn't say whether if it was somebody shot something in her eye or BB in her eye or what her deal was. If it was a detergent. I don't. I asked her if it was a food allergy. I don't know if your eyes will swell up if with the food allergy. I know my cousin. I used to have a cut. Well, I have a cousin. He is allergic to grapes, and he's allergic to grapes. So if he ever ate grapes, he would like almost die because like his lungs would his throat would swell up and he couldn't breathe and all that other stuff. Nothing to do with his eyes. So I don't know why they would could be cat allergy. I was thinking maybe a cat allergy. Well, she did have that big fat cat in there. If you missed it, go back and see it. He's in the you can see him in the background in the door when I go back and get her ID. So you can see him. Yeah, very nice. Well, Marcy, thanks for showing up. You're the only one besides my two moderators and me. So I was just going through my whole spiel. I was telling everybody about the lady with the allergic reaction that she warned me about it, but then she didn't let me see. I'm like, well, I want to see, lady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get your eye juice on me, but I want to see your. Also, my cat's getting sick everywhere around the house, Marcy. So you'll be able to hear him in the background. Okay, I think he's done now. He's going from room to room doing his business. Um, so that's what happened. Yeah, the lady wouldn't show me her allergic reaction eyes. He doesn't need a doctor. He's a dang veterinarian. I don't know. Okay, so let's move on from that one. Since she didn't let me see her allergic reaction eyes, I hand sanitize my hands. Yeah, I'll put them outside. I put them in the dang trash is what I'll do. So then let's see, let's move on. What was the next thing? What was the next thing? Come on, why did I make this so long?
Waffle fries, corn, green beans.
Waffle fries on my order.
Oh, okay.
So I left that in there because this gentleman, he ordered Long John Silver's and he wanted a coleslaw. And I don't like in restaurants. Technically, in my opinion, restaurants are supposed to call the customers and tell them that there's an item missing. Really, it's my job to pick up the order and drop it off, unless it's a shopping one, which I do a lot. But restaurants most of the time will have me call or message them. Sometimes I won't message. Sometimes I'll just say, "Get them this," or which I should have done in this case. But I guess I was feeling like I was in a good mood or something, so I did call. And I think the person was elderly, maybe because I explained to him that I was picking up his order from the restaurant, but I think he thought that I was a Long John's employee. So he was like, "Well, what do you got?" I'm like, "Well, I don't got nothing. I got a bunch of receipts in my pocket. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing to help you." But then the lady explained to him what the sides were. He's a bit of a cranky guy, and I don't think he had decided on what he was going to get. I think the employee just got him some green beans, and I guess that's. I don't even realize Long John's had green beans, but she was like, "That's what I like, so that's what you got." So it's better than what I would have got him, I guess. I would have got him nothing since he already had some of the order, but then I would have got a bad rating. So I'm always trying to not get a bad rating because that's how they gauge whether you stay on the platinum tier. Watching my cat again because he's out there doing stuff. Oh boy. So anyway, I don't want to get bad ratings. I think that still stays with me from when I had other jobs. That you still want to do a good job, I guess. You don't want to do a terrible job. So I still try to do a good job, even if it's in my view, my responsibility to make sure that the restaurants do their job. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, how do I do this here?
Oh, okay.
Oh, so here's this one. This one was a lady who ordered some baby formula, some cinnamon toast crunch, and some milk. A lot of times I could tell, like if it's a very small order, like this one only had 3 items, I could tell what original item they wanted. But DoorDash makes you add on more stuff just so they charge you less or they charge you more if it's only 1 item. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they do. So I could tell that probably the thing they wanted the most was the baby formula. And cereal and the milk was just like an add-on so they could, fill their order. And that's what she said. I messaged her. I called. Okay, first I messaged when I realized that they were out of the baby formula that she had. I didn't want to substitute her baby formula because I know that's bad. My daughters, they would use a specific one. I think I said on the video Infamil, but every now and then they would have to take Similac, but that would make them sick because mixing the 2 different kinds of formulas could make your baby sick. So I didn't want to just substitute myself. So what I did was I got the baby formula. I mean, I skipped the baby formula, then I went on to the milk, and I messaged her saying, "Hey, let me know what you want to replace this with." She never answered. So when I went on to get ready to pay because she wasn't answering, I messaged her saying, "Hey, I'm gonna leave this going. I'm not gonna close out the app, so that if you read this, yeah, there was powder form, but I can't just replace it." So that's why I called. I said, "Do you want me to replace it with just the powdered?" But she didn't answer. So I told her um I was gonna head to the register, but I was gonna leave the app open, which I don't do because, as you guys know, that hurts my time. Um, I have priority on shopping orders because I'm guessing because I my fill rate is pretty good and my time is good. You know what I'm saying? My time is usually a lot shorter than what the app wants me to do. So I said I'm gonna leave it open. I'm not gonna click it finished until I have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and then after I had left the store already, she messages me that message that's on there. I don't know if you can see it. She's sick of DoorDash. They don't like to give her money back. The whole purpose of the order was for her baby to get their milk. I should just cancel it. All we have cancel it. All we still have no formula. As I asked to be called. Okay, so she said she has to be called. I called. If you saw the video, I would have freaking. I called and it went straight to voicemail. I did not. I should have canceled the order, but I didn't need no. Well, I guess we could have used some cinnamon toast crunch. We like cinnamon toast crunch around here, but milk's bad for my stomach because I'm an old timer. So after I leave the store, she's telling me this nonsense, this other thing about the not calling her, which I did call, and the proof was in the video. And then she said, "No, you texted." Well, I texted too, but I also called you. And then I said, "You're welcome to call." And then just bring my order. Just hope they give me my money back to get my son's milk. I don't know. She she was just crazy. Luckily, she had another order too from Hardee's, so I went to pick up her Hardee's order, and before I was done with it, I got a McDonald's order too. So now I have somebody else's order. So then she got really mad because I was taking forever with her order, and I'm like, "Well, that's not my fault either. That's just what DoorDash does. They give you, Oh, is that done already? Oh, I guess I'm done. They give you what they give you. So I have to take the orders because I don't hurt my ratings. Like I said, I didn't substitute it mostly just because, Lisa, I know it could make your baby sick. Is it better than nothing? Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to. I just wish she had answered her phone because I'm sure powder would have been just fine. But I can't just. I could have just substituted it. I don't know. I'm questioning myself. It's the same stuff. I never heard of this concentrated liquid formula, but my kids are way older now, so maybe that's a new thing. Um, so she sent me one more message asking where her order was or if I was going to deliver her order. I'm like, yeah, but I'm sensing some hostility here. Should I still deliver your order? Because I'm not going to go. Because of course it was a handed to me order. I couldn't just leave it. She wanted me to hand it to her. I'm not trying to start any nonsense or have some crazy person out there yelling at me about their baby formula. So I contacted support. There were no help, even though I'm supposed to have the top best agents in the whole thing, but they're terrible. I could hear like chickens in the background, and the guy sounded like he had just woken up or was asleep because they work in other countries, so they have different time zones. So he sounded like he was asleep or something or drunk, but he was no use. He was no help. I'm like, this lady's kind of being crazy. So I don't know if I've told you before. The app, whenever it's a handed to me order, you have to wait 5 minutes. But for me, for a while, the timer hasn't been coming on, so I could just leave it. Um, if the timer goes off and the customer gets mad and gives you a bad rating, they don't count that towards your ratings. They'll just take it off. So I'm assuming that since my timer's gone, that I could just take a picture and leave it. And sure enough, I don't have any bad ratings. I was expecting to see, because it'll still tell you we excluded one of these, so many bad ratings or whatever. So I didn't have any on there. So I'm assuming that she didn't rate me at all. We ordered a lot of DoorDash. It's been a while since we ordered DoorDash, but every time there's something missing, we always get our money back. We always get a credit. So I don't know if maybe she takes advantage of the system and lies. Every time she orders something, she claims there's something missing. Why they would decline her refund. But every time we're missing like a soda or a shake or fries, whatever, we always still get a credit. So, but we don't take advantage of this, of the system, of course. It seems like every time that there is something missing, but maybe it's because we order so much that they don't want to lose us as a customer. That's what I think it is. Um, so that's and then so she didn't answer the door. Since I had two orders, if I would have had to have waited for her, it would have been 10 minutes because it was one order for the Hy-Vee one and one order for the Hardee's. So I would have had to have waited 10 minutes, but luckily the app let me leave both things, and I left them there and left. Um, I think that's how I handled my little screen thing. I didn't record today. There was mostly because I forgot my camera, so I forgot my GoPro. I think I was in a hurry to get out this morning, but I was doing terrible for most of the day, and I got an order for. I don't know if you can see Poey. He's here. This is his tail. He's right next to you. He likes to sit on my laptop. Anyway, I got an order for Popeyes, and Popeyes are known to be terrible. Luckily, I was on Dash by Time. I had switched over because my acceptance rate was really low at 70%. So I wanted to take a lot of orders, just so I could get back up. And so I switched to Earn by Time. So when I got an order for two orders for Popeyes at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that because Popeyes, I know, takes forever. So I'm like, well, at least I'm gonna get paid for waiting. I also had Dukes in the car, and she was dying to heat, the poor kid, because the car had no air and it wasn't moving, so she wasn't getting ventilation. I came home, she was bright as a beet. Red as a beet? Are beets red? Yeah. She was red as that shirt that I got from that one place. So anyway, I stood in line for like 10 minutes. There was this tall, big gentleman at the counter. He wasn't in line. He was waiting for his food. There was 2 bags of food on the counter, and he was standing over these 2 bags of food, and he was wearing like a tank top. So, unfortunately, he was a bit of a smelly guy. So he was getting his body in front of these 2 bags that were sitting on the counter, and while he was waiting for his food. So I wait through the line for 10 minutes, and finally I ask, he leaves, or the smelly man left, and I asked the other customers there that were waiting for their orders. I said, "Are these your orders?" And they said, "No." And I said, "Well, those are probably my orders right there, but I'm still standing in line, and I can't get anybody to help me." So I waited a little bit longer. Then some soldiers finished ordering, and then I asked one of the soldiers who had just finished ordering. I said, "Could you see on those receipts what the names are on those bags?" And they looked, and they couldn't see what the names were because the receipts were kind of inside the bags, and he didn't want to open the bags, for other people's food. So he was no help either, but he tried that, which was nice. So and then when I finally get somebody's attention, because I'm waiting, I'm getting paid for Earn by Time, but I still don't want their customers' food to get cold, even if they paid very little. Those dang turkeys. So as soon as I get somebody's attention, I said, "Ma'am, are those the DoorDash orders?" And she says, "Well, you have to wait in line. You have to wait in line first." And I said, then she said, "But let me look." So she looks, And sure enough, those are my 2 DoorDash orders that have been sitting there with the smelly man, been sitting there open, getting aired out, I guess, from the smelly man. And those are my bags. And so I say to her, well, do I still have to wait in line? Because why would I have, you know what I'm saying? They're on the counter for people to take, but the big smelly man was in the way, so I couldn't check. I assumed that they were probably the big smelly man's bags, so I didn't check because he's standing like he's hovering right over them, like they were his bags. So when she finally says, I say to her, "Well, do I still have to wait in line?" She's like, "Well, don't get smart with me." I'm like, "Well, I don't know what to do now. Do I really? Do I have to wait in line? Are you gonna hand me my stuff?" And she's like, "Just come get your stuff." So I grab the bags and I start to leave, and she says, "Well, you have to confirm those." I said, "Okay, I will." And then she says, "Well, come back here and confirm those." I'm like, "Oh." So I walk back, and by this time she walks to the kitchen, and I'm guessing to get either a manager or to get a somebody to scare me. I don't know why she got this person that I couldn't confirm to her. I don't know why she got them. So the person comes over, the manager guy comes over. Oh, to intimidate me. That was the word, because maybe she thought that she wasn't intimidating enough. So she calls that guy, he comes over, and I said, yeah, here. So I hit the confirm button. He was like, okay, see you later. So I mean, I don't know what the big deal was, except the bags were sitting there. I don't If you don't want people to take the bags or to ask about the bags, don't put them in a place where they're in reach. I think put them back somewhere where they can't be reached, or you know what I'm saying. That way, I would have to wait in line, which I was doing, and then ask. Then you ask for your bags. So, and that's what that was today. I didn't have my GoPro, of course. There's a really big storm, so I almost died. Nobody cared in the house but Dukes. She checked on me. She was like, "You all right?" So that was nice. And I guess that's it. Nobody's is my chat frozen or what? I just think nobody cared. Is it us three just here? Well, if anybody watches this later, I'll post it on YouTube. It'll just be me talking. Yeah, my cat getting sick. Yeah, I did. I did. I wish I'd. I was done with my other video. Usually, I don't. I won't start a new one unless I'm done editing the last one, or finished posting it, and then I'll start a new one. It was always get mixed up. When I first started, I used to get the different videos mixed up, so they'd be all mixed together. So, oh, thanks, Lisa. That's very nice. My face is a little bit rounder, um, because I shaved, but and I'm gonna go get a haircut probably this weekend. This heat's driving me crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm such a charmer. Very nice. Thank you. I don't know who I'm charming. Oh, my friend. Oh, if you watch my videos, my friend Marcy. She's one of my favorites. Marcy with the Y. My favorite employees that I deal with. She's gonna have her surgery in October. She told me. She's gonna have her. Very nice. She's gonna have her breast reduction surgery, and she's getting her teeth. She's getting her implants. I think next week. And Marcy, I don't know if you could tell, she's been losing weight, so she's really taking care of herself. When I first met her, I guess she told me she had a drinking problem, and she used to ride the bus. Um, she's changed her life around. She got herself a car. She's been doing really well. She's taking care of herself. Like I said, she looks like she's eating healthy and stuff. She's really nice. So really hope everything comes out okay. She was telling some lady today about her breast reduction that she was getting. And I said, yeah, she just get they're gonna give them to me. But I mean, I'm just doing pretty good on my own, so I don't need no help from Marcy. Um, and then I also asked about Greta. No, Marcy is not a potential wife. She's just a really good friend. She's really nice. Um, I know she has a son. She told me she has a son, and I think she might have a boyfriend or or something. I don't think she has a husband. I've heard her talk about him before to some other lady. I was telling you about Greta. Uh, Greta's really nice too, but it looked like she was having a bad day last time I saw her. Um, I like Greta. One time I was having a bad day and she asked me how I was doing, and I told her whatever it was. I think I was mad at KK because she yelled at me. So I asked Greta what was wrong, and she wouldn't say. She said she was all right, but she was looked like she was having a bad day today. She was supposed to be at work, but she called out because she was slept in or something, or maybe they told her not to come in. I know you yell me all the time, but that was a different yell. Um, you know who? Have you seen Quinn? He's a bigger, taller kid. He usually has a beard. He has like a little bit of a white part in his beard. He's not. I thought he was older, but he's not that old. He's just had, it's just something that happens to some people. I don't know what it's called. I'm always trying to get him to laugh, but he never does. He's always. I don't. I feel like Quinn doesn't like me. Of all the young people there that I try to be nice to, I feel like Quinn does not like me. I saw him today, and I asked him something, and he was like, "Yeah," but he's like really nice to everybody else. And I know he's not 21 because I've asked. Yes, I do bother him. I bother the poor guy. I've had to pay alcohol before there. He works at self checkout a lot, so I've had to ask him to, sell me the alcohol or whatever. Put my numbers in, my phone number in, and he can't. He has to get somebody else. So let me see who else. Most people are. I don't know. I got my places. Um, I got my places that I like to. Obviously, Hy-Vee is one of my favorites. Um, really, that's it. Everywhere else, it's hit and miss. One of the Dollar Generals on Jeffy used to be really good. There used to be a young lady named Christina there. She was very nice. Um, I went to that Dollar General with that terrible lady one today too that we missed. Uh, I missed recording her. She was talking to the other employee about how she was wearing her shirt inside out or something. So then she went in the back room and changed her shirt. And then the other employee lady was really nice. I just try to be nice because I figured um they're working. You know what I'm saying? Most people are. When I come somewhere with my DoorDash nonsense, I'm making more work for them. Or when I ask them for help, I try to be nice because they're helping me. Oh, no, she's not her. She was another lady. I hardly ever go to that one. She if you've seen that video, it was an older one. There was a baby that she said bye to, like really, really, like she did to me, like she does at the end. And then I told her, I was like, well, now you got to say bye to me like that too. So then she did. So I just figured I'd throw that in there at the end because I don't know what else to throw in there besides my silly little logos that I make every week. But she was a nice lady. I you know I realize that most people can't always be nice and they have bad days, and I try not to make their days worse. But sometimes I have bad days too, and they should try not to make my day worse. What do you think? Agree, disagree? So, um, and like I said, I used to work at a Staples, so I know how it is. Um, I never treated any customers bad. I worked at a Staples part time. I worked at that Sterilite factory making those plastic stuff, and then on my days off, I worked at a Staples. At first, I was just a cashier, and then I was a salesman selling computers, even though I didn't know anything about it. But I would sell computers, and I was supposed to like upsell and things. But I know how it is dealing with customers, and I could tell you that I never treated customers the way sometimes I get treated. I think a lot of times people know that I'm DoorDash, and I'm doing DoorDash, and they feel like they don't have to be nice to me, or honestly, I think sometimes the GoPro might make them mad. It's because it's really obvious. In the winter, you can't see it so much because of my jacket, and I kind of put it in between like the little, the little zipper or whatever, or the buttons. But if somebody were just to say, because a lot of people, not a lot, but some people ask me, "What's up with the camera?" and I'll say, "It's for my deliveries." Sometimes I'll tell them it's for YouTube. Sometimes, not always, but most of the time it's for my deliveries, which is kind of true. And sometimes I'll ask, I say, well, "Is that okay?" And they'll tell me it's okay. If someone were to say it's not okay, I would say, "I'll turn it off. You want me to turn it off? You want me to get rid of it? What do you want me to do?" It's not that big of a deal to me. Um, why would why would I wear that? But I guess I could. I could wear a sticker that says, or a pin that says GoPro, you're on YouTube or something. I don't know. I could say a shirt that says "Smile, be happy," or "Don't worry, be happy," or anything. I don't know. I think I'm pretty nice to the employees. I try to be. I try not to bother them, except for Quinn. I like to bother him. Um, what do you think? What do you think we should call it? You think this is enough? Well, when I first, I still do that sometimes. There's some places I don't want them to know that I'm a DoorDasher. That's why when I first started doing my videos, I colored my card. Now it's all torn up, but I colored it so they couldn't tell that my red card was from DoorDash because they know it's from DoorDash. So I try to. I mean, now almost everybody in the whole city knows me, of course, but I didn't want them to know so that they wouldn't treat me poorly. Um, and so maybe they would do quirkier things and be on YouTube for me for my videos for content, I guess. But now most people know that that know me from going to all these places so much. There's some restaurants that I like. I told you I haven't been to Sonic in a while. Um, Either one of them. There's three Sonics here in town, and I haven't been to either one of them. So I'm guessing um, whatever one they banned me from all of them. Well, that's all right, I guess. I haven't missed it too much. Um, let's see what else. I haven't gotten KFC since the last time I went to that guy with the bags. He was a bit of a nut. Um, so there's a lot of restaurants that I don't usually go to. I just go to very few times. There's a lot of places that before the tier system that I wouldn't go to, like Popeyes. I would have never have gone to. Um, that shark and fish place, I didn't like going there because it smells really bad. Mostly just because of the food. I don't like fish, so it's always really fishy in there, and it's always really hot. And there's a lot of places that have older buildings, I guess, so they're always really hot. I don't like going in those places. But now that in the tier system, they make me go in. I go in. You know what I'm saying? There's no choice. Mm. So I guess that's it. What do you think? What do you think, Lisa and Marcy? Should we call it? Should we call it a day? I gotta do some laundry. So that's none of your business what I gotta do. So I guess we'll call it. I just did a big old circle and somebody do a big old circle on the screen. That's funny. Did you see it? Anyway, what do you think, ladies? Call it. I guess I'll see you in the next video. Um, I'm gonna take my evening off, my one evening of the whole week, besides yesterday, because I took yesterday off. Yesterday I wasn't feeling too well. It was the humidity gets to me sometimes. It gets really humid. So I'm gonna take my evening off and watch some Umbrella Academy or something because I don't have any video to edit. Um, we're doing pretty good. I got some new subscribers. I got about 4 or 5 new subscribers. Um, YouTube is kind of late to update on the watch hours. So they're still on the 25th, and it's the 30th already. So I don't know how close I am on that part to being monetized for that part that I told you I was going to be. So thank you, Lisa. I don't know if I believe you, but thank you. It was nice talking to you too, and I'll see you, Marcy and Lisa and me And everybody else that watches this later on, thank you for watching out, and I'll see you next video, okay? Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to drive like you stole it and all that jazz. All right? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. I don't know how to turn this off. What is this? Do I press this button here? See you later, guys.